spend years raising them, taking care of their every need. So when your children leave home, it can be heartbreaking.
I mean, she talks to me about everything. We share a lot together.
They're very close-knit.
We spend a lot of time together. It's just her and I, so we're together probably 7 days a week.
Kim admits everything revolves around Lyndsey. But as she approaches just one more year with her before high school graduation, Kim's not so sure how she'll spend her time when Lyndsey moves on to college.
I try to think about that a lot. I know that I need to get into something, get a hobby.
Lyndsey sees it as an opportunity for her mom.
I'm excited for her because it's been all about me since I was born.
Lyndsey has the right idea. According to world-renowned stress expert Dr. Kathleen Hall, she understands it can be a scary time.
I call it identity theft. You've had the identity of mom and dad. That's who you be. It's what you are.
It's almost like you've entered a time warp. Recent studies show the empty nest syndrome truly doesn't have to be as stressful as many thought.
While there is sadness involved in the sense that it is the end of a certain time in the family's life, it also is the beginning of a lot of new things in the family's life. And so there is a mixture. It's a much more nuanced, complex transition than just, oh, that ends and everything's over and now my life just goes on hold.
It's not just mom who gets hit with the empty nest, but the entire family goes through a transition.
It started out being considered that it was only mothers that had problems with the empty nest or the leaving of children because they were the primary caregivers of children. I think that the research has indicated in a lot of ways that it's a family issue, not just a mother's issue, about how the family handles that particular transition.
In fact, recent studies show both parents are sad about the child leaving, but more moms than dads look forward to having time to do new things for themselves or their marriage. And the studies show the empty nest may not be as depressing as many of us believed.
This is not as traumatic a change as much of the early literature and popular literature had suggested, that most of us who go through this particular transition find it challenging because it does mean a great reshuffling of our time and our energy, but it's also a very exciting time. It's a time when we have opportunities, where we have new paths opening, and it also opens a new opportunity for a different relationship with your child.
You've lived your whole life kind of in a rush between basketball games and tests and summer vacations. Let's face it, when we have children, our life revolves around them, and it's very busy and wonderful. So it goes, though, from busyness to almost a silent fog.
To further complicate things, you may not recognize the person you've gone through life with.
Turn off the light in bed the first night they're away from school, and you may be lying next to someone that you haven't been close to for a very, very long time. So it's almost like, where do we go from here? Who makes the first move? It's kind of like an intense chess game that you've never played before.
But Dr. Hall explains that can actually become fun with the right attitude.
This is time to have a sense of power and control over your life. You can, for the first time in your life, design what your future's going to be.
Fill your life with what's fun for you.
Music. You get to play your music, whether it's 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever music you want to play, you can filter it through your whole house. We know that music changes your body chemistry. It actually produces serotonin and endorphin and makes you happy.
Take it a step beyond and paint the walls, any color you pick, and get creative with other things too. And invest in a little time to yourself.
What classes did you want to take? Did you want to take kickboxing? Did you want to do something very different? This is the time to do it.
And focus on your health for a bit.
Look at your physical health. Take off your clothes, look at yourself in the mirror, and be honest with what you see and how you feel about yourself.
Then look honestly at your inner self.
What about your emotional health? Do you have lingering depression? Do you have low self-esteem? If things kind of smoldered for a while, get yourself a good therapist. Get in a support group.
You can use this time to nourish your spiritual side. Maybe even take a vacation to some place you've only dreamed about before.
This is the greatest time in your life because it's not only physical travel right now. You're traveling spiritually and emotionally, and it can literally transform your life.
In fact, Dr. Hall says this is the time to tap into all your passions.
Sit down, make a list. I love spaghetti with red sauce. I love these kind of flowers. I love these favorite movies. Learn to know each other again.
And don't forget to focus on you.
This is the time to live your intentional life. It's the empty nest time. It's your life. Create the plan for your life. It's your time.
Kim may not be crazy about her daughter's departure, but does know they'll still be close.
She knows that I'm a phone call away, and if I need to go there, I will.
And she sees this as a chance to focus on herself again, even looking into the dating scene for the first time in a long time.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I haven't had anybody in my life for a while, and I'm looking forward to that.